It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160, 101.1 FM, and Indiana in the Morning is presented, as always, by First Commonwealth Bank. And we're very privileged this morning to have in our studio a champion, a real champion, a state champion cross-country team, as a matter of fact. And so they're all champions. Coach, step up to the microphone. Let's introduce you, and then we'll get to meet the ladies from the Marion Center cross-country state champions. That sounds good, doesn't it?
It sure does. I'm so proud of these girls.
Yeah, well, absolutely. For folks who don't know, introduce yourself, and then we'll have each of the ladies say their names.
Okay, my name is Chris Peters, Coach Marion Center for the last 14 years.
Mm-hmm. And
my name's Araya Elabrand, and I'm a senior.
Okay. Next.
My name is Mackenzie Walker, also a senior.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Cherie Schultz, a junior.
Come on up to the microphones.
I'm Lily Ryer, a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte Gardner, freshman.
Nevada Armstrong, a freshman.
Alex Cornetto, a junior.
Mm-hmm.
Michaela DeHaven, junior.
Shira Lute, senior.
And that's the group. That's the group that you have with you today. You've got a bunch of freshmen on this team. You're stacked here, aren't you?
Yeah, it's really exciting. The school board added a junior high track team 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. Or actually, it's been longer than that, hasn't it? 3 or 4 years ago now. And so it's become a feeder program. So these girls are freshmen, but this is their third year racing.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah, it really shows.
Yeah. Now, are there other members of the team that weren't able to be with us today? Because we certainly want to acknowledge them. If
no, this is the full crew.
This is the crew.
Yeah.
This is the crew. All right, well, let's talk to the ladies about the experience, because the cross-country program at Marion Center has been strong for years and years. We talk about basketball. The softball team has been fantastic. And here's the cross-country team, and maybe a little bit under the radar because not many people know about cross-country, but this is a legendary program in Indiana County. Each of you come up, whoever wishes to speak, reintroduce yourself so folks know the sound of your voice, and we'll talk a little bit about it. Who's first? Who wants to come up? You coming up? Tell us who you are again.
I'm Alex Cornetto.
Uh-huh. And you are a
junior.
A junior. So you've been with the program for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So talk about the fact of, well, let's just talk about the experience of going to Hershey and taking part in the state championship meet. It's not the first time you guys have been there, is it?
No, it's not. It's a great experience. I mean, when you get there, it's kind of, the first time it's kind of nerve-wracking because it's the biggest meet you'll be to all year. But overall, it's a lot of fun because you're with your teammates the whole time. Yeah. You just have a lot of fun there.
And you know everybody's fast.
Yeah.
Everybody's fast. Where's Mackenzie? There she is. Right there she is. You have been one of the leaders of this team for a long time. Talk a bit about Coach, the program, and the ladies that you race with. It must just be a wonderful group to be affiliated with.
Yeah, it really is. It's really special, and just the fact that we get to run for each other every day and run for our community and run for our coaches, and our coaches do so much to push us and make us the best, and I just love running with everyone. They're really my second family. We
should mention this is being aired on Facebook Live right now, too, so folks can watch you ladies in action here. You're not quite as fast in the studio as you are on the cross-country course. But and again, any of you can come on up and tell us about the experience of being a part of this team. Cross-country season doesn't start at the first day of school. This is a year-round thing, isn't it? Okay, everybody shaking their head doesn't make really great radios.
Yes, it's definitely a year-round thing. I know a lot of us are in different sports, but we have like a winter track program, and a lot of people just like in cross country, winter track, or basketball, and like track, and over the summer. Yeah. Over the summer, we definitely have different camps that we do, and this year was our first big MCXC program camp that we did, and it definitely has. It's definitely a year-round
Well,
sport.
it certainly worked, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And one of the things about it is when you play multiple sports, like Araya, you play basketball. Some of you play basketball. Softball team members, any? No softball team members. Spring track, of course, you're probably all involved in that. When you are in your off seasons, especially in the summertime, there might be basketball to play. On one night, and the next day you're cross country. You're doing all of your other sports and all of your other activities, and being students, which is a challenge as well. In the Heritage Conference, you guys have hosted the Heritage Conference Championships for quite a few years now because your course is so cool. Number one, but it's certainly a challenging conference to be a part of, and then District 6. Let's go to that District 6 part because that's where you really start to get your legs under you, if you will, and meet up with some of the really fast teams all throughout the district. It's a big district with a lot of teams in it. Let's spin that microphone around to you, or you can come around to it. Okay, and tell us about being a part of the District 6 champions, first of all.
I'm Charisse. Being part of as District 6 champions, I feel like it hit me more than like winning that, more than the state champion did. Like at first, like it was just, we had been working towards that for so long and so many years. We had just come short of being the champions. So being whenever we won districts, I know it was like we were all like in tears. We were like, it was a big event. And then whenever it was like going to winning states, it was like we were all like really happy again. But it was just like districts is just like, it's so, the competition there, it's really great, and it's like winning that, some people think that like states would be like top that, but like districts, it's just as sweet as winning states.
It's one of the interesting things that you say that, because that's the case with a lot of sports. I find we don't get a lot of District 6 champions across the sports board, but for so many people getting into the state tournament in basketball, for instance, or in football, district means so much more because you're going against the athletes that you have a chance to really, get to know as competitors, and just that district title just seems to be so much more important to so many others. It's interesting that you say that. Always wondered psychologically about that, but it's something that is really amazing. The Marion Center cross country state champion team is with us here today. Let's get Coach back up here for a second or so, and talk about working with this group of girls. It just must be a thrill.
Yeah, some of the girls, the juniors, I started coaching when they were seventh graders in track. So they've been with the program for a long time. But I think Araya was talking about it being a year-round program, and so we work with these girls and the boys team through the winter. I mean, these girls go out and run in 10-degree weather, put in 5-8 miles on a Tuesday night, and then the sweltering heat of July, they're out running their long runs on a Wednesday night at 12 miles out on the Hoodlebug or something. Yeah. People just don't see the amount of work that they put into. They've done so much to earn these championships.
Is there weight room work as well?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, winter is for weights. We get strong in the winter. We'll be there actually this afternoon. We'll be in the weight room and getting strong for the track.
And working with the boys team as well. Do the girls and the boys run together in practices? And Mackenzie's going to tell us all about that.
Yeah, absolutely. We all train together. We're under one program, and I know I've found it especially helpful, and I really appreciate the guys team because a lot of them are similar pace to how I am. I know Isaac Ryer, I run with him a lot because we're the same pace, so it's really nice to have someone to do workouts together, and it just makes both of you better. Mm-hmm.
Well, I was going to say, probably you benefit them and they benefit you by working together like that. And it's that way at all of the schools across the Heritage Conference, I know, and I would assume at the other programs as well. Let's talk about ambitions here. Who are the seniors again? Seniors, raise your hands. All right, let's come up to the microphone once more. And we want to learn where this will take you, or where you're going next with your educational plans. Have you thought about that yet? I don't know if running in college is a concern of yours or not, but let's learn. Mackenzie, what about you? What are your plans after school?
I'm planning to go to St. Francis University, and I plan to run for both the cross country and track programs, and I want to do nursing and also Spanish.
Oh, there you go. You're going to go nurse in Spain? I'm just kidding.
Maybe.
Who knows? It's a world of possibilities. Orion?
So I'm not exactly sure where I'd like to go to school or if I'm going to do any sports in college, but I'm definitely going to be running on my own and keeping that up. That's going to be part of my life, and I don't plan to lose that anytime. but I'm not sure if I will be continuing that in college.
What do you want to study?
I have no
That's
idea.
that's
yet.
wide open too, huh? Just a
Yeah.
world of possibilities.
Yeah.
All right, let's go the other. We can actually, that microphone will move down because you're not one of the taller people here in the studio with us. Reintroduce yourself again.
Charlie.
Okay, now tell me about your plans.
I would like to go to IUP for nursing. I've been accepted, and I'd like to keep running on my own
Oh, good.
as often as possible. There's a lot of good places to run in Indiana, so I think
Yeah.
it'd be a nice school to go to.
Pretty nice running community in Indiana County, isn't it? It's terrific stuff. Ladies, want to thank you for all coming in to visit with us here today. I know that you're on your way to visit with the county commissioners a little bit later this morning, and that'll be a thrill as well. Congratulations to you all. The Marion Center cross country team. Joshua asked you to wave for our Facebook followers. There you go. There you go.
Thank you so much for having us.
Our pleasure, indeed. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160 and 101.1 FM.